While film is often considered a visual medium, its sonic dimension is equally crucial to cinematic experience and interpretation. This module explores sound design, dialogue, music, silence, and acoustic space as powerful storytelling tools that shape mood, realism, emotion, symbolism, tension, rhythm, and narrative structure. Sound in film is not merely an accompaniment but a meaning-making force. From the diegetic sounds that exist within the world of the story to the non-diegetic sounds that emerge from outside the story world, such as scores and voiceovers, each sonic layer carries narrative and emotional weight. This module dissects how filmmakers deploy sound to enhance atmosphere, manipulate time, convey subtext, and even challenge visual expectations. We will investigate the history, theory, and practice of film sound, tracing its evolution from silent cinema to Dolby Atmos surround sound. You will learn how sound interacts with image, space, and editing, and how critical analysis of sound can reveal hidden meanings, ideological biases, and formal ingenuity. You will analyze a variety of case studies, from dialogue-driven dramas to soundscape-rich science fiction, learning to interpret both literal and abstract uses of sound. Moreover, we will discuss how music genres, rhythm, and silence function narratively, and how iconic sound moments have shaped cinematic history and audience memory. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to A. Identify and differentiate between diegetic, non-diegetic, synchronous, and asynchronous sound. B. Critically analyze how sound influences mood, meaning, and narrative flow. C. Evaluate the emotional and psychological functions of film scores and ambient sound. D. Recognize the stylistic and symbolic uses of silence and noise in various film genres. E. Examine the role of dialogue, voiceover, and vocal performance in filmic storytelling. F. Apply critical listening strategies to dissect sound design in specific film sequences. GG. Integrate sonic analysis into broader film critique, recognizing how sound shapes cinematic language. Key topics explored. 1. Foundations of film sound theory. 3 basic categories: dialogue, music, and sound effects, Foley and ambience. B. Diegetic versus no diegetic sound. C. Internal versus external diegetic sound. D. Synchronous on-screen versus asynchronous off-screen sound. E. Sound bridges, motifs, and transitions. 2. Historical development of film sound. A. From silent cinema to synchronized sound, the jazz singer and Vitaphone system. B. Rise of film musicals and early Hollywood soundscapes circa post-war innovations and experimental uses of sound. D. New Hollywood and technological revolutions in sound mixing. E. Surround sound, Dolby, THX, Atmos, and the digital era. 3. Narrative and emotional functions of sound. A. Establishing setting and atmosphere. B. Reinforcing psychological states, e.g., dissonant sound in horror. C. Indicating time shifts or flashbacks through sonic cues. D. Building suspense, rhythm, and anticipation. Subtext and irony, e.g., happy music in tragic scenes. 4. Film music as commentary and mood enhancer. A. Classical scores versus minimalism versus electronic scoring. B. Leitmotif and character themes, Wagnerian influence, circa music as memory trigger and emotional amplifier. D. Intertextuality and soundtrack choices. E. Licensed tracks versus original scoring. 5. Voice, dialogue, and narration. A. Vocal performance, dialect, delivery, and tone. B. Dialogue editing and ADR, automatic dialogue replacement. C. Voiceover and narration, first person, omniscient, unreliable. D. The politics of voice, race, gender, authority. E. Subtitles and multilingual cinema. 6. Sound design as auteur signature. A. Walter Murch, Apocalypse Now, The Conversation. Born Ben Burt, Star Wars, Wall-E, and invention of iconic sound. C. Hans Zimmer, Music and Sound Synergy. D. Darren Aronofsky's Sonic Experimentation, Requiem for a Dream. E. Nolan's Complex Sound Philosophy, Dunkirk Tenet. 7. Symbolic and thematic use of silence. A. Silence as suspense, tension, or emotional gravity. B. Films that incorporate silence thematically. A Quiet Place, The Tribe, 2001, A Space Odyssey. C. Cultural differences in the use of silence. D. Silence and disability, deafness in cinema and the politics of sound. Key film examples for sonic analysis, film title and focus. The Conversation, 1974. Paranoia, Surveillance, and Sonic Minimalism. A Quiet Place, 2018. Silence as Survival and Narrative Tool. Birdman, 2014. Percussive Jazz Score as Character Psychology. Inception, 2010. Time Distortion Through Layered Sound. Dunkirk, 2017. Ticking Clock and Tension-Building Gravity, 2013. Subjective Use of Silence in Space. Star Wars, 1977. Sound Effects World Building, Lightsabers, Ships. Amelie, 2001. Whimsical Soundscapes and Internal Narration. No Country for Old Men, 2007. Ominous Absence of Score. Recommended Readings and Resources. A. Michel Chion, Audio Vision, Sound on Screen. B. Rick Altman, Sound Theory, Sound Practice, circa Walter Murch. In the Blink of an Eye. D. Claudia Gorbman, Unheard Melodies, Narrative Film Music. E. Making Waves, The Art of Cinematic Sound, 2019 documentary. F. David Bordwell and Kristen Thompson, Film Art, Chapters on Sound, Assignments and Activities. A. Sonic Breakdown. Select a 1-minute film clip and provide a detailed written analysis of every sound element used, including ambient noise, dialogue, music, and silence. B. Sound and Emotion. Essay. Discuss how music and sound design shape a character's internal state in a psychological drama. Voiceover. Critique. Compare voiceovers in Goodfellas and The Tree of Life, evaluating their purpose, tone, and narrative function. D. DIY sound design exercise. Use a smartphone or software to recreate a film scene's audio using Foley techniques. D. Sonic genre analysis. Compare how horror and romance films use sound to manipulate audience emotion and pace.